Because I didn't know that. I didn't know there was some like the beef started from like back then between 50 and Lil Kim.
Yeah.
So let me hold on. Let me play the clip and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
Magic Stick. 50, it was a Lil Kim song featuring 50 Cent. The song became a big song, and this was when 50 was on fire. This was when Get Rich or Die Trying was out.
He was like the only rapper.
He was like the only rapper in the world, right? So, the song was huge. It was one of Kim's biggest songs in quite a while. 50 didn't want to do the music video.
Oh, okay.
G-Unit went on Funk Flex and did a freestyle. And 50 just went in. And it was like, this is why I tried to look up the lyrics to it, but it was like, basically the lyrics were something like, I gave Kim a hit, I wouldn't do the video and shit. And, she caught an attitude, got in her feelings. Why would I care about her feelings? She's not my bitch. To the point where Flex had to stop the freestyle. Because like Lloyd Banks, wait. Flex had to stop the freestyle. Like, yo, 50, like wow. We got to chill out. And I think something may have even happened after that situation. But I mean, like
shooting or something?
Possibly. When I brought it up to Tony Yayo, he kept trying to switch the subject. He kept switching, like Yayo is the fucking master of not answering a question he don't want to answer. He will talk over you. He'll switch the subject. He'll try to bring it back. He won't let you bring it back and so forth. But like, this is just from my own memory banks. This is for me actually hearing that freestyle on the radio, living in New York at the time, listening to Funk Flex on the radio. So a lot of it goes into like, I'm older than a lot of the dudes who are in this space. So I have a memory of certain things that you can't look up on Wikipedia.
And that's good that you were persistent with it, because for me, I don't remember that story that well. So if I had asked Tony Yayo that, he would have been able to shrug it off pretty easily, because I would have just been like, whatever, like, you're kind of overpowering me in this conversation.
So, okay. I mean, I was a kid back then. I didn't listen to the radio. I wasn't glued to the radio like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that happened, but I know you was around. Is that true?
No, he told me the truth.
Okay.
He told
was
me
it that lyric? Was that the? I don't know. I don't think he.
Yeah, it was similar to that. So he's not off. He's right. He's definitely right. Everything that Vlad is saying is the truth.
And what was? Do you remember? Did Kim have a reaction? Did she respond to that?
I mean, I don't know. I think it was like beef. like they say, everything they say is the truth. They had beef. They had a little problem. At the time, her boyfriend was the dude World. So I think if memory serves correct, I think there was like some kind of shooting with World and 50 Cent though.
Right.
Behind that. So yeah, I mean, Vlad, he telling the truth. It's which hearing it now, it's sadder now hearing it. It's like, yeah, that's the truth. Like, because I'm like, when I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, is Magic Stick not on 50 Cent? It's not on Get Rich or Die Trying?
No, that's not.
It's not, right?
Right. It wasn't.
That's Little Kim's record. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of forget these things real quick. So for him to hear him actually saying this, it's like, oh yeah, that is Lil Kim's record. And that's exactly what happened. This nigga wouldn't do the video because he was the hottest artist. So he I guess you know what I'm saying? He didn't want her to get that shine or whatever. And then you kind of wonder what, like, I don't know, that shit's kind of crazy. So now when I see, like, when he was going at her recently, and then she's like, oh, he's mad because he didn't get her or whatever, like to fuck her or fuck with her or whatever. Like I guess she was like kind of alluding that. So I'm like, but now hearing this, I'm just like, and then hearing the freestyle, I put everything in context together, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's why she said that. And damn, I wonder, he like, this nigga not do the record because he ain't fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You hear the freestyle, when I'm thinking about the freestyle, the stuff that he said, like what he just said, what Vlad just said, even though what Vlad just said is not precisely it, but it's close enough. And it's like, damn, you really put it in a context. It's like, damn. I wonder why he didn't do the video. If she would have came up. That's whack, yo. That's to tell you the truth. What do you think about it? Like, how much she would have came up for real?
Because we knew Lil Kim before that, before Fifth. I mean,
right. So that shit was weird. But now, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When you think about it, shit was weird. The record is still the record. It's still there. So that shit was weird.
Yeah, but I could have sworn I saw some like video.
Nah,
Before-
definitely didn't. You definitely, that's what you didn't see is a video. that's what
It
you,
was-
you
I never
that's,
seen it again. I remember I saw it on like, I don't know, it could have been on TV back in the day, or it could have
it was
been
on YouTube. Somebody must have chopped up a bunch of different performances or something like that. You know how YouTube do whatever, but it wasn't on no TV and it wasn't no them niggas showing up for no video shoot. It definitely was beef. It definitely was that. It definitely was like when, as he says it, when I think about it, that kind of went on. It kind of dragged on. That was like really it. It was like, nah, I ain't doing no video for her, like making her hot. Like it was weird. So it's like, yo, wait a minute. Why didn't you do the video? Then, you know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, it's like, why did you? There's a lot of shit that happened on behind this record. So it's like, you know, you kind of forget about it. Time goes on, whatever the case may be. He was the hottest artist at that point, and he was separating himself from people and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really letting him in the game. But it's like, well, why would you do the record if you're not going to do the video? It's kind of weird now. You know what I'm saying? When you really sit back and think of it all, it's kind of weird.
But do you remember? It was something. I remember the fit he had on when I saw this. It could have been some mock-up, but he had like all black. It could have been leather. It was a black bucket hat, black all black. Could have been black jacket, black pants, and it was. I never seen this shit again. I try to look up what video it could have been, where it could have been featured on something, and I never saw it. Like I
have no clue what you're talking about, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I have no clue. That's just how real it is. Like I know that like everything Vlad is saying is the truth. Like it's not even like made up, speculated. Like, you know what I mean? I like remember like, and like I'm remembering it. Like, oh he right. Like that shit. They had beef. Like it was just drama. You know what I'm saying? After that record was cut, it was just drama.
Right.
That's like, damn. Well, and then his whole thing is he ain't trying to make, you know, people hot, but it's like, nigga, you did the record, and the record get played to this day.
Right.
There's a lot of whack shit in hip hop, yo. That's definitely whack shit in hip hop right there.
Okay, rapper Lil Kim's boyfriend Damon Hardy is being investigated by authorities in relation to a shooting that occurred outside of a DoubleTree Hotel in Jersey City, New Jersey. New Jersey on September 9th, while rapper 50 Cent was attempting to check in to the hotel. According to New York's Daily News, no one was hurt in the incident. Authorities have been passing out mugshots of Hardy to witnesses of the shooting. Hardy, an ex-con, served prison time for shooting at a narcotics cop and witness tampering. He lives with Lil Kim at her Bergen County estate. According to witnesses at the hotel, gunfire erupted just as 50 Cent and about a dozen members of his entourage approached the side of his entrance of the hotel. No one was injured during the gunfire, but the rapper and his entourage jumped into several SUVs and left the scene before police arrived. 9 shell casings were found, 3 from a .45 caliber weapon and 6 from a .40 caliber weapon. Authorities have issued a subpoena in 50 Cent's name, Curtis Jackson, in order to question the rapper. But the subpoena is only good in New Jersey. 50 Cent is presently in Europe finishing up a tour. Jersey City Police Jersey City Police Captain Peter Novak explained the situation. We have some photographs, and we are trying to get people who were actually there to identify the people in the photographs. We believe 50 Cent was present, and we still want to talk to him. Authorities believe that there were warning shots. Just a few hours before the incident, 50 Cent was on New York's WQHT, which I presume is a Hot 97.
Hot 97, exactly.
And during his freestyle session, the rapper rhymed, "I wrote Magic Stick. I gave Lil Kim a hit. Then I refused to shoot the video. She threw a little fit, got emotional and shit. Now this, I don't get it. Why would I care about your emotions? You're not my bitch." Prior to recording the duet, 50 Cent accused the singer of having plastic surgery on her nose in the song Love Me on the 8 Mile soundtrack. Then the duo recorded the chart-topping hit Magic Stick last year, but Lil Kim was said to be upset that 50 would not appear in the video for the song, nor perform the hit with the singer. Well,
yeah. Well, there it goes right there. Everything you wanted to know.
it does sound like bullshit looking back on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you look back on it, it's like, golly, that was whack. Like, you know, I guess it probably was whack back then, but he was so hot. It was like, oh well. It was kind of like that. Like, but now when you look back, it's like, yeah, that was kind of whack, yo. Like, what you do the record for?
Do you think it was either him being so hot or something that he felt slighted in a way that could have happened, like between him and Kim? I'm starting to think he felt slighted because you know, like I said, because when she said that, she's like, oh, he mad because he didn't, like, basically alluding like he didn't get to hit it. So you know what I'm saying? You see, that's typical for a female to say something like that. So I wasn't thinking nothing of it. But it's just like now you hear the whole story, it's like, wait a minute. So the record is hot. It's not like the record is whack. They play the record to this day. That record is hot. You know what I'm saying? Why would you give her, that don't make no sense. Why would you give her a hit record and not follow through? So you must feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like she owed you more. Like it's just weird. It's just that's the only way I could kind of see it right now. It's like you must have felt like, especially at the time, you must have felt like she owed you more. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, because how else could she have slighted him? Because look, at all this happened after the fact. You feel me? Right.
So it's like, how else could she have slighted you? How else did she slight you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like shit's kind of crazy. Like, and I'm like, back then, like he was so hot, you couldn't tape him. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like you couldn't videotape him, nothing, because you gonna come up. Yeah, hell yeah, you gonna come up and shit. Niggas taking your cameras, everything, bro.
That's some shit.
Yeah, so it's like, but I get that, but that's not this. When you look at this situation now, you know what I'm saying? Even back then, I'm telling you, I think we just shrugged it off. Knowing this truth, because he was so hot, we just shrugged it off. But knowing deep in the back of our minds, this shit don't make no sense. Because look, you seeing it now, I'm seeing it now. I know it's weirder to you. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm looking at it like, yo, my nigga, wait a minute. That shit would have been a good look. Hold on. For both parties, not just her.
Right.
So it's like, fuck. That's kind of fucked up. Imagine there's a bunch of different things like this that in hip hop that these could have been that could have made hip hop a little bit better. I think this is a situation right here that could have made hip hop better if they did that video and they didn't beef.
The thing that surprises me is that the get back, how fast that was. They got him the same day.
He didn't even get to the car. Nigga was on his bumper.
Yeah, I was like,
nigga kicked that freestyle. Nigga was like, oh yeah. Yo, you think that's a hot line, huh?